What's up, Music Realm Studios fans? I'm here today with Mistah Fab. You know who he is. I don't think he needs an introduction. We're here in Oakland at the studio right now with him, and we're going to be asking him a few questions. So what's the difference from the rap game now versus when you were signed to Thiz Entertainment?
The rap game will be the rap game, you know. I think the changes is the advancement in technology, how an artist can practically go viral from his phone.
The next question is, will the fans get to see Mistah Fab in a movie or motion picture soon? That might be in the works.
I've done a few movies lately. I've done Sorry to Bother You, which was a movie put together by Boots Riley. Had a small little cameo in that movie. J-Tip did a movie called Kicks. I had a little role in there. E40 and D-Shot recently just released a movie called What's the Chances? So I got a nice role in there. So, you know, picking up small roles, building up my SAG points.
So, you and Snoop Dogg have been friends for some time. How did you and Snoop Dogg vibe so well making a bridgeway for LA to the Bay Area rap scene? Or bridging the gap, rather, between LA and Bay Area rappers?
Well, Snoop Dogg is an icon. Snoop Dogg is something that has transcended from music, man. He's like, you know, he's an adjective. You know, people be like, yo, is that Snoop Doggy Dogg music? So Snoop Dogg is it's the Black Elvis, man. When I first got a chance to meet him early in the infancy stages of my career, he embraced me. We met at a venue called the Oak Tree. It was like a popular place that everyone would go in Oakland, California, downtown Oakland. And I met him, and he was just like, boy, you rap. It's like, you could rap. I was freestyling some stuff. And ever since then, he's always showed me love, but he's always encouraged me to continue to keep going. I laughed out yesterday, a couple days ago, and I was saying, well, when I was coming up, FUBU had LL Cool J as their spokesman, and we have Snoop Dogg as our spokesman. So he's always draped in dope air, and he's a very big supporter of it. And he and I plan to do more business when it comes to opening up some more ventures with this whole dope air movement.
So the fans are wondering, is it really true your father was a pimp?
I mean, you know, that was a lifestyle that he did when I was younger. I would parade about it. You know, being young, we contribute to the poisons that are life. We parade them, we celebrate them. Mm-hmm. And some of these things as you get older are not celebratory. And it's unfortunate that we give credit to the wrong things. We'll give credit to someone being locked in jail, but we'll discredit someone that's in college. We'll give a welcome home party for someone that gets out of jail, and we'll ignore someone that graduates from college. These are the things that we have to reverse. We have to reinvent the role models, and not trying to denounce or degrade my father's involvement in life and the things that he did. It was what it was. He was what he was. And, you know, but those are some things that, you know, I was once proud of, but as I get older, it's something that when your daughter asks you, Dad, what's a pimp? How do you explain to your daughter what a pimp is? And that's who her grandfather was. Yeah. You want her to be proud about that?
That's really great. So how did you meet Too Short, and what made Too Short embrace you the most out of all the other artists he could have chosen to work with?
I mean, Too Short embraces a lot of people. He's gave a lot of people game, and I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves for the opportunity that he's presented for several people.
Kind of like a godfather almost.
Most definitely. I mean, I call him Pops. And Too Short is... I met Too Short when I was young, a kid, like 9, 10 years old. He would always be at this club that my mother ran. My mother was a manager of this strip club, and they would always be there. They was always hustling and coming out having fun. And he remembered me from being the little kid at the bar. Because they would always ask, boy, what that little dude doing up in here? That little young dude in this little strip club at the age, you know? And he remembered me. We got reintroduced through the Pack. I was doing some work with the Pack at the time, and they were signed with Too Short. Mm-hmm. And they were like, "Yo, we finna go to Atlanta, man, to go to Short House. You should come out there with us." I'm like, "Man, put it together, hit it, you know, ask Short, is it cool if I come?" And we hooked up, we linked up, and he's just, you know, he's provided so many outlets and so much insight for me.
Why isn't it more rappers, or why aren't there more rappers like the Hieroglyphics and J. Cole in the Bay? Why is everything you hear nowadays so gang influenced, or like trap this or mumble rapper perhaps?
I mean, it's all about perception, and it's all about what you're looking for. Because there's several artists out there that are still incredibly talented. You still have the Kevin Allen's, formerly known as Irk the Jerk. You still have the Passwords, the Chewies. You have the C5s. You have several artists out there that are still making great music. Ziggy. You know, there are certain, you know, I can go on and on for the artists out there that are still keeping it hip-hop, the rules of hip-hop. And it's all about what you're looking for.
Do you have any opinions on rapper 6ix9ine? Tekashi 6ix9ine.
You hate to see anybody incarcerated in jail. Continue to make music. Continue to keep feeding your family. You would love to see a brother get out of jail, and he's done a hell of a job making a name for himself without asking nobody, without begging nobody. Just made his own lane. And for people that hate on him, it is what it is. Like, you know, that's your personal preference.
So everyone knows that Messy Marv has had a lot of controversy with what's been going on in the media. How do you feel about the Messy Marv situation as a whole?
I don't worry about things that don't pay me. I don't pay it no mind if it don't pay me.
Fair enough. Do you think Too Short would be upset with you if you were to do a song with Messy Marv with them having beef in the past?
Me and Too Short's relationship is nothing music can be happening could change our relationship.
Do you think Philthy and Mess would ever do a song in the future?
If it don't pay me, I don't pay no attention to it.
Fair enough. When is your next album going to be released?
I got a project coming out on my birthday, January 23rd. It's called The Airway. And this year I'm just dropping projects every month, just continuing to keep dropping.
I see you brought out Lil Boosie to Oakland. How did you guys make that bond?
It's my guy. We've been working, been in the trenches, networking over years, you know, just continue to keep maintaining your relationships. I've never burned a bridge in my life. Like, I'm still best friends with my best friend since kindergarten.
So, how did you come across 500, a.k.a. 5J Durham?
That's Lil Bro, man. Lil Bro been working for several years. He's always just been a cat that's just popping up, grinding out of nowhere, just show up, just grinding, working. Whether it was making beats, engineering, but he secured a place in my heart when my mother was in the hospital, and he came to the hospital and he played on the piano for my family. He played some tunes on the piano, and it lifted our spirits in the hospital while my mother was dying from cancer. And I'll forever be grateful for that. I'll always be thankful for him raising our spirits at that moment. So he'll always have a secure place in my heart for that.
That's beautiful. Where can the fans hear some collaborations between you both, 5J Durham?
I mean, I think we did a couple records before in the past. I'm pretty sure in the future, God willing, we continue to make some new music. And it's just about just working, man, just looking it up. But like I say, he and I are much deeper than music.
So would you agree or disagree with the rumors that DJ Mustard stole the Bay Area sound and bass, and that what some producers that you think can really bring it back and start here? Let me do it again.
Don't pay me, I don't pay it no attention.
Okay, I mean, we can just get that one, yeah. Jay-Z plays Too Short's song Blow the Whistle when he performs on tour. Do you think Jay-Z has his ear to the Bay Area music scene more than people think, and is secretly a fan of the culture?
Jay-Z is the greatest. You know, Hov is the greatest. Hov knows. You know what I mean? He's too big in the game and too in tune to what's going on in life for him not to be tapped in. So anything that comes up on the radar, he's going to find out about it. That's how in tune he is. That's why he stays who he is. You know, that's why it's Hov. That's why he will always be the number one dude in the game.
Do you think Philthy Rich will really retire, or is he going to stay in the game? Is he capable of taking his career to the next level? Any thoughts?
Philthy is my brother. He will continue to do whatever it is that he's doing. He's very driven. He's very motivated. And if it's music, if it's business lines, clothing lines, if it's whatever it is, he's going to be successful.
Throughout your career, I'm sure you've worked with hundreds of artists. What would you say would be the most common downfall for up and coming artists? Like the biggest mistake that people typically make when trying to get into the game?
Biggest mistake is feeling like somebody owes you something.
Wonderful. So you made it through our questions. I want to just give you the floor. If there's anything going on in your life that you'd like to talk about, any shout outs, anything you're promoting, the floor is yours.
Just Dope Air Music. Continue tapped in with the Dope Air movement. Shout out to the creators of Dope Air, Duct Tape, G-Phil, Crip, everybody else that we started up at the table with, and we came up with these ideas. Dope Air Music, Dope Air Films, the books, the publishing company, and everybody else that's affiliated with what we got going on. And big shout out to my daughter. Hey, baby.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, Mr. Fab. Thank you so much for taking time to do this with us.
What's up?
And if you're looking for more videos, stay tuned for the next one.
All up.